I'd introduce myself. I'm Teresa Phelan, and I am serving as board chair in the absence of Patrick Kelly, who is unable to attend the meeting. Roger Charlo is also unable to attend, and I'd like to welcome fellow board members, Robert McNeil and Ian Maxwell. I'd also like to welcome Nnyppab staff, Richard Smith, Economic Development Director for Nnyppab, and Tricia Wilson, Nnyppab's Economic Development Manager, serving the North Country. Karen DeLintz, Vice President and Corporate Secretary from Nnyppab's White Plains office. This is a scheduled board meeting, which has been duly noticed as required by the Open Meetings Law, and I'd like to call the meeting to order. There is a proposed agenda before the board. Are there any amendments to this agenda by the board members?
No.
Okay. So may I have a motion to approve the agenda?
So move.
Moved by Mr. McNeil, seconded
Second.
by Mr. Maxwell. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? And the motion carries. Before moving forward with the agenda, the members were polled prior to the meeting regarding possible conflicts of interest, and no conflicts were reported. The next item is the adoption of the November 14th, 2018 meeting minutes. The minutes were provided to the members in advance of the meeting. Are there any amendments to those minutes?
No.
May I have a motion to approve the minutes as presented?
So moved.
Motion by Mr. Maxwell and seconded by Mr. McNeil. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries. Fund update, Mr. Smith.
Thank you, Teresa. Ladies and gentlemen of the board, you have in your packets the fund update report for the Northern New York Economic Development Fund dated August 2019. I'd like to take some time and review that with you. Total deposits to the fund to date equals $4,809,000. Total interest earned on deposits to date amounts to $124,156, making total funds deposited equal to $4,933,156. As to expenditures, to date there has been zero spent on administrative expenses. There has been $235,000 dispersed to grantees, making the current fund balance equal to $4,698,156. As to awards, there has been $1,674,905 awarded under standard projects, zero under energy-related projects, making the total fund benefits awarded equal to $1,674,905. This makes the total fund benefits available to be awarded by the Northern New York Power Proceeds Allocation Board equal to $3,258,251. As to energy-related projects, a minimum of 15% of the fund is dedicated to this activity. Today, that amounts to $721,350. As I mentioned, there has been zero awarded under this category, which means that the fund benefits currently available to be awarded for energy-related projects amounts to $721,350. For today's recommendations, there is one. The award recommended can be broken into standard projects amounting to $131,690, and there is an energy-related component of the project. This amounts to $37,422, making today's recommendation equal to $169,112. There is 20 megawatts that support this project, this fund that is unallocated St. Lawrence County Economic Development Power. There is additional detail on the back of two of your report. If you have questions, I'd be happy to try to answer them.
Any questions?
No.
Amtech Yarns is coming right along.
They are coming along. They're ready to do their disbursement. They just, we're waiting on the paperwork. We're working with them through the paperwork.
Great.
They're actually up and running and considering expanding. So,
That's what I heard.
yeah, good thing.
Nice. So the fund update is an information item, and we don't have to take any action on it. The next item is the award of the fund benefits from the Northern New York Economic Development Fund, Round 7. And Tricia Wilson will be introducing that to us.
Thank you. In your packets, we have in this 7th round of allocations for the board to consider. Staff is recommending an award of $169,112 from the Northern New York Economic Development Fund to Structural Wood Corporation. Structural Wood Corp. will complete renovations to their existing facility at 243 Lincoln Avenue, and they'll purchase an adjacent parcel in order to meet growing demand for their line of wood trusses and wall panels sold to lumber yards and professional contractors, mainly for use in commercial and ag applications. After acquiring the neighboring parcel, Structural Wood Corp. will clear and prep the site to provide needed additional storage area for finished goods inventory with larger, safer loading areas for the movement and shipment of completed trusses. Renovations at their existing facility will enable them to further improve process flow and accommodate increased production with the addition of overhead doors, insulation and heating, a truss table extension, expanded lumber tree, and plate storage. With improved production capabilities, the company will be able to keep pricing as competitive as possible, and they project a steady sales increase of up to 20%. Over the next 7 years, the project will allow Structural Wood Corp. to add 7 additional full-time employees to their current staff of 40. Aspects of this project that present a strong case for the recommendation of an award of fund benefits includes that it supports over $846,000 the company is making in capital investment in the region, which will allow a local manufacturing firm with 40 employees to better meet increased demand and grow their business. The expansion will result in the addition of at least 7 new jobs in St. Lawrence County with an average wage of $45,000, which is above the regional average. And the project will result in improved energy efficiency through process flow improvements, elimination of wasted steps during materials movement, and adds insulation to an area that is currently experiencing heat loss. And the project aligns well with manufacturing growth strategies that were outlined in the St. Lawrence County Regional Economic Development Plan. And with that, I entertain any questions that you have.
No questions.
When this is approved by us, the trustees then move on it at their next meeting, which is when?
It would be at their December meeting.
December meeting.
We try to line them up for the next meeting, but, so long as things like seeker processes have been completed, then we can go ahead and advance to the next trustee meeting. Sometimes that paperwork is not in place and we have to wait. But in this case, we're good to go.
We're all good.
How often do the trustees meet?
5-6 times a year.
Any questions? Anything else?
May I have a motion to approve the resolution?
I will motion that.
And the second?
Motion made by Mr. Maxwell, seconded by Mr. McNeil. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions? Motion carries.
Perfect.
So at this point, I invite board members to introduce any other matters to address. No?
I'll just say this is a good project we approved today.
I agree.
Successful business and
Much needed business.
How long have they been in operation then?
Oh, well,
it's been there a long time.
They took over in like the 90s.
My former neighbor Frank Rhoda, who had a lumber yard there,
I
started.
remember you saying that
Okay.
story, yeah.
He started it, and then he sold it to Agway. I was working for Agway at the time. Then Agway sold it to someone after a few years, and then the current owners.
yeah.
So they've been doing this for a while.
Yeah.
Good.
Good to know.
Good established business.
Very good. So the next meeting of the board is scheduled for Wednesday, February 12th, 2020. Unless we have any additional matters, I'd like to request a motion to adjourn.
So move.
Motion moved by Mr. McNeil, seconded by Mr. Maxwell. All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you.